Okay, hey guys, hey, and welcome to It's a Kink Thing with Miss Ray. Hi guys, I have headphones on today because podcasting and me seem to be not getting along, so I'm trying to make sure I can hear what you're hearing and see if we can work out these kinks. I also noticed that you guys on YouTube that watch the video, excuse me, you don't get to hear the intro music. Oh, excuse me. Drink some water. Um, so I'm gonna have to work that part out. I didn't know that you guys didn't get that nice little intro and exit music that I have going on. We're gonna work on that. So today's Friday. So we know it's F It Friday, and today my F stands for frustrated because podcast was frustrating the HELL out of me. But I'm committed and I'm not giving up. So shout out to Pastor Mike Jr. So, how's everybody going? I hope you had a great week, a productive week, a successful week, and a healthy week. I hope that you did something for yourself this week. And I'm just hoping that you guys really enjoyed life this week. That's what I hope. As for me this week, I see my cousins who I hadn't seen in a very, very long time, and it felt really good to see them. I showed them the tumblers that I made for the foundation, and my cousin bought two of them. She wanted three of the four, but the third one she couldn't get, so I had to have one made for her. She was not playing. She wanted them tumblers right then and there. That was a great feeling. That was a great feeling. I wanted to talk today about. Oh, honey, let's see. Where shall we start? You know, there's so much going on. I think I'm going to start with the. Hold on. I'm going to start with this whole Steve Harvey mess. Like, I've been watching different little clips and things, and this is more the Mo Best area. She was moving around town and, from state to state, so she didn't get a chance to really come on today. So we'll have to let her catch us up next week. But from the few little things that I did catch that are coming into my IG, it's some shenanigans on her. I mean, what she told us last week was something, but this new stuff about him threatening Miss Bailey and threatening Mary Harvey and having your kids snatched out of school and beat up and phones broke because Marjorie told you to, and it's this whole thing is a horrendous mess. Now, these are all things that are allegedly he has done or has been a party to or a witness to and not stopped. Like I said, allegedly. There are some audio clips with allegedly a Mary Harvey, and Mary Harvey is saying some very, very disheartening things about what was done to her as a mother. Now, listen, as a mother, I tell y'all, all bets is off when it comes to me and mine. Like, don't do it because I'm with it. Like don't. Um, so the things that happened to her and her son Winton, I don't even know how she even was able to get through because just no way. You wouldn't be assaulting my kids. You're not coming to take my kid from my home. These are all the things that she is alleging that Steve Harvey has done. Um, and then there was the whole lying about not having any money because Margie was taking care of him. It is so much mess now coming out allegedly that Steve Harvey has done and Marjorie Harvey has done, things that have been done to Miss Bailey and Miss Mary Harvey and Winton Harvey. And I just really, really pray that Winton Harvey is okay. I just really, because things that we do to our children have lifelong consequences. Lifelong consequences. And I need everybody to understand that when you do things to your children, there is no tap, tack, take backs. There is none of that. Your kids is forever scarred. with the trauma and the drama that you put them in. So we have to look at all those things. I don't, you never really hear nothing from Winton Harvey. You never really hear anything from him. It was alleged that Steve Harvey, has um, really pretty much just pushed his kids to the backside and pushed Marjorie Harvey's kids to the front. Any man that lets another man, any man that lets another woman, let me take that back, retract. Any man that puts other kids in front of his own biological kids, he is butt kicked. I said what I said. I said what I said. Any man that puts his kids behind somebody else's kids, he is butt kicked. Because those are your kids. You don't allow anybody to mistreat your kids. You don't allow anybody to make your kids less than what they are. Those are your children. You laid there and created them. I said what I said, and I mean what I mean. You need your butt kicked. If you did any of these things that is alleged that you did to your children, you need your butt kicked. What you gonna do? You're not gonna do me like you allegedly are doing everybody else. I'm gonna sue you. Sue me for what? I've said nothing wrong. I said if you put some other kids in front of your biological children, you need your butt kicked, and you do. I said what I said. You know I don't like you. You know you and I have a history. So I said what I said. As a mother, Miss Mary Harvey, may one day our paths cross and I can hug you and tell you I'm sorry that he was such a clown to you. I really, I really just don't even understand how you made it, because I would be somewhere in somebody's penitentiary and he would be somebody's fish food. I said what I said. Moving on from that right there. So then let's talk about, see, I've been in the gossip the last couple of days because it just keeps coming across my timeline. So this comedian, and I always forget this dude's name because this is Mo Best section. I'm out of my zone. Let me just tell you, this is not even my section. His name is something Stevenson, Jamil Stevenson. I think his name is Jamil Stevenson. He's a comedian. Okay, he's a comedian. Is he funny? I've never really seen him live, so I don't know. But he's doing these little live videos on IG, and he did one about Steve Harvey, and he called it "Surviving Steve Harvey Mustache" or something to that effect. And I'm like, "You's a clown." Well, while he was doing all this, somehow or another, Kim Porter's sister got involved, and I'm not quite sure how that panned out. Because again, this is Mo Best section. I don't get over here. But it was just happening so fast on my timeline. I was catching my attention, like, what is going on? One minute he's talking about Steve Harvey's mustache and all the foul stuff Steve Harvey and his wife did, and Margie sleeping with the bodyguard and all that stuff, and boom, boom, boom. Okay. Somehow Kim Porter's sister gets on here. Now, Kim Porter, that little subject is a little sensitive to me because I always thought that she was a good mom, and I love her little son Quincy. And honey, Steve Harvey, not Steve Harvey, excuse me, Kim Porter's sister got on Jamal Stevenson's uh, live and said, allegedly, this is the sister. Let me say that. Allegedly, this is the sister. And said that Diddy killed her sister? What? What you say? She said that Diddy killed her sister. Everybody knows it. She said a whole lot of things. She said how Kim Porter was releasing a tell-all book. Next thing you know, she was dead, and that Diddy could have got to her. And boop. Y'all got to go find it. It's on Instagram. When I tell you, baby, she went so far in the paint that the next day, the very next day, that dude was live, and her and him are outside. This alleged sister, and she's now in hiding because she said she's being followed by a black truck, and now her family's not talking to her. And here's where I stand on this: whether the statements are true or false. Because when I tell you the stuff that she said with baby, I will not repeat because it was that deep. I was like, I ain't touching that one. Because I come from a record label where you don't share nothing, you don't see nothing, you don't know nothing. I don't see nothing, I don't know nothing. Okay? The things that she said, she might be being followed. She might. She said they froze her bank account. Who froze your bank account? The only way they'll freeze your bank account is if you're on somebody else's bank account and they froze you either out or they have access to that account and they froze it because you was talking too much. They can't just freeze your account haphazardly out of nowhere. The bank will be liable. It's more to it than that. So there's something part of there that we're not getting, of course. But the things that she said, if she is getting money from Diddy, Diddy's estate, anything that has to do with Diddy, baby, after the things she said, you absolutely right. Your accounts are frozen. You won't be able to sell ice to an Eskimo. That's how froze you would be. Okay? Okay. The things that she said was so out of pocket. She mentioned Neo and Will Smith and Justin Bieber. I mean, she was mentioning things, and I was like, oh, is that what we're going to do today? Now, see, if you're going to say things like that, you better be able to stand 10 toes down. And if somebody was following you, see, I'm stupid. You know me. I'd have pulled over, like, can I help you with something? See, because I'm dumb. Y'all know I'm dumb. I'd have pulled over, like, what's up? What y'all need? That's just me. Because I stay 10 toes down. However, I was never a person that threw a rock and hit my hand. So when you started talking all that good, when I say she was talking that good, y'all, she talked the good so tough. I was actually a little nervous for her. That's how good her good was. Okay? And I was like, then you want to try throwing allegedly. Nah, you didn't say allegedly when you said boop bop and bop. You didn't say that. So now you're thinking they after you. And they might very well be, but it's a little too late now because it's out there. It is out there. When she was doing the interview, I think he said it was like 1,200 people in there viewing it at that time. And now you want to talk about you scared. Baby, you should. My mom always say, think before you speak. Think before you speak. Because now, baby, she said she put him in there with Diddy. She put Diddy in there with Biggie. She put Diddy in some mess with Pac. She just was talking haunted. Y'all better go listen to that. What I tell you. And if I think that you killed my sister because she was writing a tell-all book, which the book has miraculously evaporated into thin air, okay? If I think that you killed my sister, I'm not getting on live and tell you nothing if I'm not willing to lay down my life for it. And I don't think she's ready for that because if that was the case, she wouldn't be hiding the very next day. I mean, she didn't even see. Wait a minute, they didn't even say an undisclosed location. I don't even know how they were saying it, but it wasn't an undisclosed location. They was messing that word up so bad I was cringing every time he said it. I was like, shut up, shut up, just shut up. So if you're curious, go and hmm, listen to them lives, okay? Listen to those lives. What else? There was one more thing I wanted to tell you guys about. For you guys that have kids or siblings, please get CPR and Heimlich maneuver certified. It is so very important. It's necessary. You never know when you will need to save a baby who stops breathing, a baby who is choking, or an adult who is choking. It could be your mama, your aunt, your neighbor. It could be your coworker. You never know when you will need to save a life. And there's no worse feeling than not being able to do something. So, get certified. I'm going to see if I can pull up this number real quick. Um, American Red Cross classes. The website is, hold on, redcross.org. Redcross.org. And you can put in the class and the city and state that you're in, and they will show you the classes in your area. Please, please, please get CPR and Heimlich maneuver certified. It's so very important. I'm not even going to say first aid, but it would be nice if you was CPR, first aid, Heimlich maneuver certified. That makes such a difference in somebody's life, even if you could just keep them going until first responders get there or till a medic gets there. Please. Also, uh, all the drug overdoses. Um, I know that there is a way. There it is. If you go to Narcan.com, Narcan.com, you can order Narcan that you can administer to someone who has had an overdose. Okay? All right, guys. It's Friday. I try to keep Friday down to 15 minutes. I'm a little bit over, so I'm going to stop now. I love you. I want the best for you. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Do something good for yourself. Do something healthy for yourself. Have a good weekend. And if you're not having a good weekend, don't you dare go messing up nobody else's. Shout out to my girl Tabitha Brown. Okay? Um, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at It's the King Thing 2021 and Facebook, YouTube. The YouTube channel, some of you are watching it, some of you aren't. This is your preference. Some of you are on Apple Podcasts, some of you are on YouTube, some of you are on Amazon. However you're listening to it, just make sure you like and subscribe. Let me know that you're listening. If you have any questions, if you have any topics, go ahead and send me a message and I'll take care of that. I know next week my goal is to talk about same sex relationships. Ooh, clutch your pearls. I know some of y'all was like, what? You heard what I said. Because we have a sincere hypocrisy when it comes to same sex relationships. So I had to call somebody that I know who could answer the questions because I got some questions. I got some questions, teacher. I got some questions. So I have phoned a friend who is going to give it to us raw and uncut. So I hope you're ready for it. If you have anything that you want to ask about a same sex relationship, you can keep it anonymous, and that's fine with me. I will definitely ask him to answer the questions, and let's all get educated. I should see if I can get Dante on here about PrEP and HIV and living with HIV and all those things. So let's see what I can do. Let me see what I can work out for next week, okay, guys? Um, have an amazing week, guys. I love you. I am going to so try to have an amazing weekend. I had a shot today for shingles, and let me tell you guys, if you haven't had your shingle shot and you're 50 and over, go get it because I hear it's horrendous. My mom told me she had got it and how painful it was. A dear friend of mine's mother has it right now, and she's uncomfortable and in some pain. I was like, I don't want that. I went and got my shot. My arm is sore, so I'm going to lay down now. But get your shingle shots, guys, because that ain't what we want in our life. It is. If you had chicken pox that you can remember, like I can remember a little bit. Some people like Mo Best had it at 13. She definitely remembers and remembers how horrendous it was. She doesn't want it as an adult. Get your shingle shot because I don't want to be no adult with the shingles. I just don't. It's not what I don't want them parts of my life. I don't want it. I don't want it. All right, guys. I love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Here's some rays of ray. Woo. Okay. Love you guys, and I will see you on Monday to start off another week.